Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. Let me introduce myself. My name is Muhammad Fatih Hanun Naufal. My study number is 63 and I'm a class A from English for specific purpose. And today I want to explain about mid-exam English for specific purpose. So in the mid-exam have a 7 question and now I go to explain one by one. Question number 1 is explain what is ESP in brief. ESP is a stand for English for Specific Purpose. ESP is a new approach in teaching and using English for special fields and studies that are in according with the need of the fields of science and profession that use English. The fields of science and profession are example is a useful law, magician, economic, mechanic engine, maritime, and another explain. ESP is an approach to language learning which based on learning, and is an approach to language teaching is which decision to content and method based on the learner for learning. Question number 2 is what three main reasons to the emergence of ESP. First reason, the demands of brave a new world. Second reason, ESP has to do it psychology. Third reason, impact on the emergent ESP was revolution in linguistics. In the last of 1916 and the early 1970, there were many attempts to describe English for science, technology, and before revolutionary pioneers of linguistics realized the ways in which language you use. A real communication and the existence of language demand a real life situation. For example, this language you learn not only for us to know, but we can practice directly to the general. Well, in this linguistic and informal because English learning in teaching use different strategies. Question number 3 is elaborate for characteristic of ESP. First characteristic, ESP is defined to meet specific needs of learners may be related to designed for specific discipline. Next, ESP makes use of the underlying methodology and activity of the discipline itself. First, may use specific teaching situation and is designed for adult learner in a professional work situation. And ESP center on language approach to this activity in terms of flexes register, study, skill, and generally most of the course some basic knowledge of the language. Question number 4 is explain the procedure of need analyzed in ESP. A few steplet analysis refer to activity involved in collecting in the necessary information for developing an effective curriculum that means the student particular need. Learn one the name's learner personality with upward the need of flow he has, and the learning a lot the game exciting between the target property and the great proficiency of the learners. Next, learning need background the linguistic knowledge. In the learning needs to have in order to master the future ability we will need to perform in the target situation and put in the methodology. Next, the question number 5 is write for different characteristics between EGP and ESP. EGP is a general English is what you can in general expert native speaker who have unsuccessfully completed primary and secondary schooling, and EGP is for all learners. EGP focus on all for skill in general. EGP course are not need basic situation and full of approach to nationalism. Nationalism is also required as demand or requirement needs which has become a necessary and important stage of course design for either general English course of ESP. And ESP is an advanced approach to language teaching in which all the choice relate to content and strategy or support on the learning reason for specific content based on the learning need focus and training. Question number 6 is explain briefly three approaches to need analyze. Need analyze can help teacher get information to find on how much students already know and what they still need to learn. One as deficiency analyze definition define WEST as a type of need analysis designed to take account of the learner person's need awareness as well as requirement of the target situation. West claimed that deficiency analysis include two central components: an inventory opportunity, potential target need as expressed in the term activity, and the scale of that is used to set priority that's given to each activity. Second, be a sociolinguistic model developed by Mundi. The sociolinguistic model is considered to be a first structured, detailed, and most influential model is identified learners' need. Third, learning center approach. Hedkinen and Water have developed a learning center approach in field designed and model that can easily analyze student need from there and it upset to target situation. And the last question number 7 is why need analyze is important in ESP? I think analyze can be a vital access for the teacher of English for specific purpose to identify their planner, learner, requirement or needs and determine the areas in which they are lacking skill. It has been also reported that reading along with this speaking skill were need to more than other. I think that's all I explain for the midterm. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.